So that's everything we've learned, Glenn concluded as Becka stood silently at his side. Leo was last seen leaving the chapel this very morning. He met Sara on the docks, and they had lunch there after Sara secured a boat to take us to Calefall. Then they both traveled to the old fishing district, where the town guard on duty confirmed they entered alongside Ripper. After that, they vanished. Following Glenn's lead, she and Glenn had spent most of last night verifying the facts Glenn had just laid out for Captain Marion Hawkshadow. The aging Blazer watched them impassively from the seat behind her scroll-covered desk in her office in the Lakebrook Blazers Guild. Leo and Sara were missing. There was no question they were missing, so the only question was what to do next. Once Glenn finished relaying his tale, Marion turned her gaze on Becka and practically burned her with a scowl. So if I understand what you're saying, what you're telling me is that your so-called urgent mission to compete in the Sandsea Cup was not urgent at all, which means you, Coldbreaker, spent all afternoon yesterday spinning me up and wasting my time. That's not it at all, Becka said soothingly. It's still vital Glenn compete in the Cup and scan the clergy gathered there. We won't have another chance to find this many secret Deathcasters. We simply can't complete the journey to Calefall without Sara and Leo. Without Sara's ship and Leo's, Aiden can easily get you on a ship. Marion interrupted. After I approved your quest, all you had to do was ask. We can also have someone else track down the location of the Shrine of Raylan and send it through Phantom correspondence once you arrive. But if you're going to reach port and make the trek to the Sandsea Cup in time to put yourself on the roster, you need to leave Lakebrook tomorrow on a boat, which means none of what you've told me is your problem. We can't leave Lakebrook until we know Sara and Leo aren't in trouble, Glenn said patiently. There are party members and our friends besides. They are Blazers, perfectly capable of taking care of themselves, likely even more than you two. Marion again interrupted. Despite how special you may think the gods have made you, Graybreaker, saving the entirety of Luxterra does not rest upon your shoulders. Glenn frowned. His hurt expression suggested he didn't think of himself as special, but couldn't immediately come up with a way to insist he wasn't. Becka would have leapt to his defense, had she not been convinced it would only irritate Marion more. They had to handle this delicately. We don't need you to verify Leo and Sara were taken by someone if they were taken at all, Marion continued firmly. We don't need you to rescue them. We can do that. In case you forgot who we are, we're the largest, most powerful guild in Luxterra. Nobody abducts our people or gives us trouble, or if they do, they only give us trouble once. The Shadowers Guild would argue differently, but Becka didn't bring that up. Marion's scowl remained hard as she stared Glenn down with determination that made even Becka uncomfortable. If Leo and Sara have gotten into trouble, we'll find them. If they need help, we'll rescue them. We don't need you to do that. In fact, you won't be doing that at all. Becka hid her grimace as she struggled for a way to salvage this rapidly deteriorating situation. Glenn should never have pushed Marion this hard.